Have you ever imagined what it would be like to grow older in a place where you felt really supported,
Mm,
where aging wasn't something like to fear,
yeah.
but like a new chapter filled with opportunities?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Singapore is working towards.
Right.
And today we're diving deep into their approach to aged care.
That's right.
We've got this fantastic guide to help us.
Right.
It's called A Comprehensive Guide to Aged Care Services in Singapore.
Yes.
And it's packed full of insights for both seniors and the people who care for them.
What I find really interesting about Singapore's approach is that they're not just like reacting to an aging population.
Yeah.
It's more like
Yeah.
they're proactively building this system to help seniors actually thrive.
Yeah, it's like they're building a roadmap to like
Yeah.
aging gracefully.
Uh-huh.
So let's start by mapping out like what are the different types of care that are even available?
Well, one of the first things that you kind of notice is that they
Yeah.
really emphasize choice. They understand that, like, every individual has their own unique needs. So they offer this, like, spectrum of services
Okay, that makes sense.
to cater to those needs.
So it's not one size fits all.
Exactly.
Tell me more about what these different services look like.
Okay, well, for people who want to stay in the comfort of their own homes,
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of home-based care services available.
Okay.
Imagine having a nurse visit you at home
Yeah.
to, check up on you, help manage your medication,
Right.
or even a therapist who comes in to help you regain mobility, like after an injury or something.
That sounds so convenient.
Yeah.
But I imagine it takes a lot of coordination
Oh, you're absolutely right.
to like make that all happen smoothly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where providers like Omage and NTUC Health come in.
Okay.
They're not just like sending random people to your home.
Right.
They're actually using technology
Uh-huh.
to match seniors with caregivers who are a good fit for their personality, their needs.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like having a personalized concierge service for your health.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It seems like they're really focused on making aging in place
Uh-huh.
as comfortable and supportive as possible.
Yes.
But what about seniors who want to be more socially active
Right.
or maybe need a bit more assistance with, like daily tasks?
That's where community-based care comes in.
Okay.
Singapore has this really vibrant network of centers
Yeah.
designed for seniors.
Right.
Like Active Aging Center is like a community hub. They
Yeah.
offer everything from fitness classes
Yeah.
to social gatherings,
Okay.
educational workshops.
Cool.
They even have daycare centers where seniors can participate in activities and receive assistance with things like bathing, meals, all that.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like they're trying to create these spaces
Huh?
where seniors can stay active,
Exactly.
engaged, and
Yeah.
connected. I've heard of these community care apartments.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about those?
They're really an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Imagine a modern apartment complex, right? Designed just for seniors,
Mm-hmm.
where you have your own private living space,
Yeah.
but you also have these shared communal areas
Mhm.
for like activities and socializing.
Oh, cool.
But here's the key. Support staff are available on site 24/7
Oh, wow.
to assist with things like medication reminders,
Oh,
personal care, even light housekeeping.
oh wow.
It's a great option
Yeah.
for seniors who want that independence,
Yeah.
but also that access to support when they need it.
That sounds like a really great balance between
Right.
independent living and like having that safety net.
Yeah.
But of course, there are times when,
Yeah.
24/7 care is necessary.
All right.
What happens then?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And
Yeah.
Singapore has recognized that
Yeah.
for seniors who need that more intensive care,
Mm.
there's a really well-established residential care system
Okay.
with nursing homes providing 24/7 support. And this is where, like, Singapore's commitment to accessibility really shines through.
Yeah.
They have this tiered subsidy system based on income
Okay.
so that even people with, limited financial resources
Right.
can access quality care in a nursing home.
That's really reassuring to know.
Yeah.
It seems like they've got all the bases covered,
Uh-huh.
from aging in place
Mm.
to community-based care,
Yes.
even residential care when it's needed.
Yeah.
But it doesn't just stop there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand they also have specialized services for specific conditions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One area where Singapore is really advanced
Yes.
is in their approach to dementia care.
Oh.
They've got these specialized dementia care units
wow.
within nursing homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They train healthcare professionals in dementia-specific care techniques.
Okay.
And they even have community-based programs to support people living with dementia and their families.
So it sounds like they're taking this very holistic approach to dementia care,
Yes.
addressing not just the medical needs, but also the social and emotional
Exactly.
aspects of the condition.
They're doing some really innovative things. For example, they're working to make their communities more dementia friendly.
Okay.
So they're training shopkeepers,
Oh, wow.
bus drivers,
Yeah.
even bank tellers
Interest.
to recognize and assist people living with dementia.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're really trying to create an environment where
Yeah.
people with dementia feel safe, understood,
Yes.
and included.
And that commitment to specialized care extends to other conditions as well.
Okay.
They've got programs for seniors with diabetes,
Yeah.
heart disease, mobility issues, even sleep disorders.
Speaking of sleep disorders, that brings us to our expert, Dr. Chung Mei Sian. She's a leading geriatrician
Jesus.
and the medical director at the geriatric practice.
Right.
And she's particularly passionate about the importance of sleep for seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to hear her perspective on all of this.
Well, Dr. Chong is a wealth of knowledge on this.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is that she not only understands the medical complexities of aging, but she also deeply cares about the emotional well-being
Yeah.
of her patients and their families.
I've heard she has a very down-to-earth approach,
She does.
which I think
Yeah.
would really put anyone at ease,
Right.
especially when discussing sensitive topics like memory loss.
Mhm.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
what does Dr. Chong have to say about
Cognitive.
cognitive health as we age? I know that's something a lot of people worry about.
She acknowledges that some memory loss is a normal part of aging.
Okay.
Often it's nothing to be overly concerned about.
Right.
Forgetting where you put your keys sometimes. Totally normal.
Right.
But she stresses that if you or a loved one are experiencing significant changes in memory or cognitive function, it's crucial to get checked out by a doctor as soon as possible.
So it's about knowing the difference between normal age-related forgetfulness
Right.
and something more serious like dementia.
Exactly. And early diagnosis is key when it comes to dementia.
Okay.
It allows individuals and their families to
Yeah.
plan for the future,
Right.
access support services,
Okay.
and potentially benefit from those early interventions that may slow the progression of the disease.
It sounds like she really emphasizes the importance of being proactive
She does.
about your health as you age.
She's a big believer in empowering seniors to take charge of their well-being.
I love that.
Yeah.
In fact, I've heard she's got some really fantastic tips
She does.
for keeping your mind sharp as you get older.
Yeah.
What are some of the things she recommends?
Well, she's a big advocate for brain-boosting activities.
Like what?
Like puzzles, reading, even learning a new language,
Oh, cool.
playing games.
Okay.
Anything that, challenges your mind and keeps you mentally engaged.
Those all make sense.
Uh-huh.
Are there any other
Yeah.
simple things that people can do?
She's also a firm believer in the power of routine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, having a structured day
Okay.
can do wonders for reducing anxiety, improving cognitive function.
Wow.
It's about creating a sense of predictability and stability,
right.
which can be particularly helpful for seniors who may be experiencing those changes in their cognitive abilities.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a framework for your day helps keep your mind
Exactly.
organized too.
Yeah.
Now, shifting gears a bit,
Okay.
Dr. Chong is also really passionate about the importance of good sleep for seniors.
Yes, very much so.
I've got to admit, as I get older, I'm starting to appreciate a good night's sleep more and more.
Right.
But I've heard that sleep patterns actually change as we age.
They do.
Is that something that she addresses?
She does.
Okay.
And she explains that while some changes are totally normal,
Okay.
persistent sleep problems like insomnia
Yeah?
can be a red flag for underlying health issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about feeling tired.
Right.
It could actually be a sign of something more serious going on.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So if you're, tossing and turning night after night,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth talking to your doctor.
It definitely is.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
So what are some of Dr. Chong's recommendations for, like, improving sleep quality,
Well,
especially for seniors?
she's a big advocate for establishing a regular sleep schedule
Oh.
and sticking to it,
Mhm.
even on the weekends.
Right.
This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
That's good advice for anyone, really.
It is.
What else does she suggest?
Yeah. She also recommends creating like a calming bedtime routine.
Oh, okay.
Think dimming the lights,
Yeah.
taking a warm bath,
Hmm?
reading a book,
Okay.
listening to soothing music,
Yeah.
anything that helps you wind down and relax before bed.
Those are all great.
Yeah.
And, of course, avoiding caffeine and heavy meals
Yes, absolutely.
close to bedtime.
Right.
It seems like there's a theme here with Dr. Chong's advice.
Mhm.
It's all about making small, sustainable changes
Yeah.
that can have a really big impact on your overall well-being.
You're picking up on something really important here.
Yeah.
She firmly believes in this holistic approach to aged care.
Right.
It's not just about medical interventions.
Yeah.
It's about addressing the physical, emotional, and social needs of each individual.
So it's about seeing the whole person,
Exactly.
not just treating their symptoms.
That's right.
And she also emphasizes the importance of involving caregivers and family members
Yes, very much so.
every step of the way,
It takes a village. Yeah.
as they say.
It does.
And she's a firm believer in the power of that village.
So it's about creating this circle of support
Yeah.
that ensures that seniors feel loved, valued,
Yes,
and empowered throughout their aging journey.
absolutely. Now, I
Okay.
think it's time to kind of explore how different groups can contribute to creating that supportive environment.
Okay.
Let's start with the unsung heroes of aged care.
The caregivers.
Yes, the caregivers.
Yes.
They play such a vital role in the lives of seniors,
Uh-huh.
but it can be such a demanding,
It is
emotionally draining job.
Right.
What does Dr. Chong have to say about supporting caregivers?
She's incredibly empathetic to the challenges caregivers face.
Yeah,
She sees caregivers putting their own needs aside
right.
to prioritize the care of their loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
and that can lead to burnout and exhaustion.
Yeah, it's like running a marathon without taking any breaks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she really stresses the importance of self-care for caregivers.
Oh.
She encourages them to prioritize their own physical and emotional health,
Mm-hmm.
and she highlights the importance of respite care services.
Now, for those who might not be familiar, can you explain what respite care is
Absolutely.
and how it works?
Respite care provides temporary relief for caregivers,
Oh.
allowing them to like take a break from their caregiving responsibilities. So that could involve having a trained professional come into the home
Great.
for a few hours a week,
Right.
or it could even involve having the seniors stay in a care facility for
Yeah.
a short time.
Wow. So it's like having a backup team
It is.
to support the caregivers and give them a much-needed break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Organizations like Tut-E Community Services specialize in providing respite care services.
Oh, wow.
Imagine having someone come in to help with
Yeah.
bathing, dressing, meal preparation,
Mm-hmm.
giving the caregiver a chance to,
Yeah.
catch up on sleep
Wow.
run errands or just have some time for themselves.
It sounds like a lifesaver
It can be.
for caregivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how that would make a huge difference in their ability to, provide quality care in the long run.
It's all about sustainability.
Yeah,
Caregiving is a marathon, not a sprint.
right.
And respite care helps ensure that caregivers don't burn out
Right.
along the way.
I imagine it's not just about practical support.
No,
Emotional support is crucial for caregivers, too.
absolutely.
Right.
Dr. Chong highlights the benefits of caregiver support groups,
Okay.
where caregivers can connect with others who understand what they're going through,
Yeah.
share experiences, advice. Simply knowing you're not alone
Right.
in this journey can make a world of difference.
It's about creating that sense of
Yes.
community and solidarity
Exactly.
among caregivers, which is so important.
Yes.
Now, what about advice for seniors themselves?
Okay.
What does Dr. Chong recommend for staying happy and healthy as you age?
Her advice for seniors is pretty simple, but it's powerful. Stay active and connected.
Yeah, okay.
She encourages them to explore all the
Wow.
activities available at those active aging centers,
Mm-hmm.
from fitness classes to social gatherings.
Great.
And don't forget about hobbies.
Yeah.
Things like gardening, tai chi,
Okay.
anything that sparks joy and keeps them moving.
It's about finding those things that
Uh,
bring a smile to their face and keep them feeling young at heart.
exactly.
But it's not just about caregivers and seniors.
No.
Healthcare professionals play a critical role
Uh,
in supporting aging populations as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Dr. Chong stresses the importance of personalized care plans
Right.
that are really tailored to each individual's preferences
Mhm.
and cultural sensitivities.
It's about taking the time to truly understand the person
It is.
behind the patient
Yes.
and ensuring that their care reflects
Huh?
their unique needs and values.
That's right.
It's about treating each senior as an individual,
Yes.
not just a number on a chart.
Exactly.
With the field of geriatric care constantly evolving,
Right.
I imagine it's also crucial for healthcare professionals to stay updated on all the latest advancements.
You're absolutely right. Continuous learning is key to providing the best possible care.
Yeah.
She encourages healthcare professionals to attend conferences,
Okay.
read research articles,
Mm-hmm.
stay up to date on the latest developments in geriatric medicine.
It's like they need to be lifelong learners
They do.
to keep up with the ever-changing landscape of healthcare.
Uh-huh.
And let's not forget about the role of family members
Yes.
in supporting their aging loved ones.
Yes.
What advice does Dr. Chong have for families?
Well, she emphasizes the importance of open and honest communication.
Okay.
Families need to have those sometimes difficult conversations about care preferences
Right.
early on,
Okay.
while their loved ones are still able to
Mm.
participate in the
Mm.
decision making.
So it's about having those conversations
Yes.
before a crisis hits
Yeah.
so that everyone is on the same page and there's a clear plan in place.
Exactly.
And I imagine that also includes being prepared financially as well.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
She encourages families to explore
Okay.
the various financial assistance options
Yes.
available in Singapore
Mhm.
to make sure that their loved ones can access the care they need
Right.
without facing financial strain.
So it's about taking those proactive steps
It is.
to alleviate potential stress and worry down the road.
Exactly.
So it sounds like Dr. Chong's approach is really about empowering everyone,
Yeah.
seniors, caregivers,
Huh?
healthcare professionals,
Yeah.
and family members,
Right.
to work together to create
Create
this
that-
really supportive and fulfilling aging experience.
You summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
Now let's delve into the specific resources and support systems
Yeah.
available in Singapore. They've created like a really impressive network
Yeah.
dedicated to helping seniors thrive.
Okay, I'm ready to hear all about it.
Okay, let's start with the financial assistance programs available.
Got it.
Healthcare costs
Yeah.
can be a major concern
Oh.
for seniors and their families.
Yeah.
Singapore recognizes that
Mhm.
financial barriers can prevent seniors from accessing the care they need.
Right.
So they've implemented a number of programs
Okay.
to kind of alleviate those concerns.
Okay.
One of the most well-known is the Pioneer Generation Package,
Okay.
which provides subsidies for medical care,
Sure.
including things like hospitalization, outpatient visits,
Wow.
even traditional Chinese medicine treatments.
That sounds like a significant benefit for seniors.
It is.
Are there other programs that help with, like,
Yeah.
the cost of healthcare?
They have the Community Health Assist Scheme,
Okay.
CHAS for short,
Okay.
which provides subsidies for common illnesses,
Mhm.
chronic conditions,
Okay.
and dental care. Seniors receive a Chase card
Hmm.
they can use at participating clinics and hospitals
Okay.
to receive discounted rates.
Oh, cool.
It's a simple but effective way to make healthcare more affordable.
It sounds like a very practical and efficient system.
Yeah,
It's almost like a discount card
it is. Yeah.
for your healthcare needs.
And for those who require additional financial support,
Okay.
there's MediFund.
Mm-hmm.
Think of it as like a safety net
Okay.
for seniors who are unable to afford their medical bills, even after government subsidies and
Mm.
other forms of financial assistance.
Wow.
MediFund is there to ensure that everyone has access to essential health care,
Right.
regardless of their financial situation.
It's really reassuring to know that they're
Mhm.
kind of taking that
Yeah.
proactive and compassionate
Uh-huh.
approach to addressing the financial challenges that
Yes.
seniors may face.
Yeah.
But it's not just about financial aid, right?
Yeah, oh, no,
I
no.
understand they have this network of organizations
They do.
dedicated to providing a wide range of services and support
Uh,
for seniors and their families.
They've got a robust ecosystem of organizations that play a crucial role in supporting seniors.
Give me some examples.
One of the key players is the Agency for Integrated Care,
Okay.
AIC.
AIC.
They're like a central hub that connects seniors and families to the various aged care services.
Okay.
They provide information, assessments, referrals
Mhm.
to help seniors kind of navigate the system
Okay.
and access those services that best meet their needs.
That sounds really helpful.
Yeah.
Especially for those who might feel overwhelmed by all the options.
Yeah, AIC helps simplify the process.
Right.
It makes it easier for seniors to find the support they need.
Right.
And then you have organizations like NTUC Health,
Okay.
which offers a whole range of elder care solutions.
Like what?
They provide everything from home care services
Hmm.
to daycare centers to nursing homes.
Oh, wow.
So seniors can choose the level of care that best suits their needs.
It sounds like a one-stop shop for all things elder care.
It is.
Now, what about those flexible, on-demand, home-based care options we talked about earlier?
You're thinking of Homage.
Yes.
They're known for their innovative approach
Yeah.
to providing personalized care services.
Okay.
They use technology
Yeah.
to match seniors with qualified caregivers
Right.
and offer a wide range of services,
Right.
from companionship to personal care to nursing care.
It sounds like they're really leveraging technology to make home-based care more accessible and convenient.
Exactly.
And then, of course, there are all those fantastic community resources,
Yes.
like the Silver Generation Office.
That's right.
They run these outreach programs
Uh-huh.
to connect seniors with
Mhm.
social services,
Yeah.
healthcare providers,
Right.
and community support groups.
Think of them as friendly guides
Oh, cool.
who help seniors navigate the various resources and make sure they're not falling through the cracks.
That sounds like a valuable service,
It is.
especially for seniors who might not be aware
Right.
of all the support available.
That's right.
And let's not forget about those vibrant active aging centers.
Oh, absolutely.
They offer such a wide range of
Yeah.
social activities,
Right.
educational programs,
Uh-huh.
and health and wellness initiatives
Yes.
to keep seniors active, engaged, and connected with their community.
It's about creating a sense of belonging
Yeah.
and purpose
Yeah.
for seniors.
They're not just places to go to pass the time.
Right.
They're hubs of activity, learning,
Yeah.
and social connection.
That's right.
It's clear that they have created this very comprehensive
Yes.
and multifaceted system to support their aging population.
Absolutely.
I'm truly impressed by their commitment to
Yeah.
accessibility,
Uh-huh.
innovation,
Mhm.
and holistic care.
I completely agree. What stands out to you the most about Singapore's approach?
You know, what really strikes me is their emphasis on
Okay.
proactive planning
Mm-hmm.
and personalized care.
Yes.
It's like they're not just waiting for problems to arrive.
Right.
They're actively trying to anticipate the needs of their aging population
That's right.
and building a system that can adapt and evolve
Yeah.
to meet those needs.
It's about empowering seniors
Yeah.
to take charge of their aging journey and providing them with the support and resources they need
Yeah.
to live a really fulfilling life.
It's clear that they're building more than just a healthcare system.
Mm-hmm.
It's fostering this culture
It is.
of respect and support for their seniors.
Yes.
And recognizing the valuable contributions that they continue to make
Yeah.
to society.
It's about creating a society
Yeah.
where aging isn't seen as, a burden,
Yeah.
but as this valuable chapter of life.
I love that perspective.
Uh.
And I think that's a perfect place to wrap up. Expert speaker. It really flips the script on how we traditionally view aging,
It does.
Instead of dreading getting older, we can
Mhm.
start to see it as this time of continued growth and contribution.
It's a real paradigm shift, and it makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what can we learn from Singapore's model?
Right.
How can we apply these principles to our own communities
Mhm.
to create a more supportive environment
Well,
for our own aging population?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'm ready to brainstorm. Where do we even begin?
Well, I think the first step is recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay.
What works in Singapore
Right.
may not be directly transferable to other countries or cultures. However, the underlying principles, those are universal.
Okay.
It's about recognizing the diverse needs of seniors,
Right.
providing choices, promoting independence,
Right.
and fostering a sense of community
So it's about adapting those core principles
Exactly.
to fit our own unique
Yeah.
contexts.
Like taking inspiration from a great recipe,
Right.
but adding your own personal touch to make it your own.
Exactly.
We can learn from Singapore's successes,
Yeah.
but we also need to be mindful of
Yeah.
our own communities'
Right.
specific challenges and opportunities.
Yeah. For example,
Yeah.
access to affordable health care is a major concern in
Yes.
so many parts of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Singapore tiered subsidy system is a great example of how
Yes.
governments can make quality care
Mhm.
more accessible
Yes.
to those who need it most.
It's like creating a safety net
Yeah.
to make sure no one falls through the cracks,
Right.
regardless of their financial situation.
Now, I know Singapore has also been praised for their innovative approach to dementia care.
Oh, absolutely.
Are there any specific aspects of their model that you think are
Yeah.
particularly noteworthy?
One thing that really impresses me is their focus on creating dementia-friendly communities.
Okay.
It's not just about specialized care facilities. It's
Right.
about making the entire community more inclusive and supportive
Right.
of people living with dementia.
Okay.
They're training shopkeepers,
Why?
bus drivers, even bank tellers
Interesting.
to recognize and assist people with dementia,
Right.
which can make a world of difference in their ability to
Yeah.
live independently and
Yeah.
participate in their communities.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah,
It's about creating that sense of awareness
it is.
and understanding throughout the entire community, not just within
Exactly.
healthcare settings.
And they're also doing some really interesting things with technology.
Like what?
For example, they're using GPS trackers to help locate people with dementia who might wander off,
Oh, wow.
which can provide peace of mind for families and caregivers.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It seems like they're really thinking outside the box
Uh-huh.
and exploring every avenue
Yeah.
to create a more supportive environment
Yes.
for people with dementia.
And it's not just about dementia.
Right.
They're also addressing the needs of seniors with other health conditions.
Yeah.
Diabetes, heart disease,
Okay.
mobility issues.
One of the key strengths of Singapore's system
Yeah.
is their integrated approach to healthcare.
Right.
They recognize that as people age, they're more likely to experience
Yeah.
multiple health challenges.
Yes.
So they've designed their healthcare system to provide this coordinated care
That's right.
that addresses all of an individual's needs.
It's about breaking down those silos
Right.
between different medical specialties
Right.
and ensuring that seniors receive holistic care.
It's like they're weaving together this tapestry of care
Yeah, I love
that
that.
considers all the different threads of a person's life.
Beautiful analogy.
Their physical health, their mental well-being,
Yeah.
their social connections, their financial security.
You got it. And it highlights the importance of collaboration and communication among different stakeholders.
Right.
Healthcare providers, social service agencies, community organizations, and of course, families and caregivers.
It's about creating that seamless system of support
It is.
that wraps around
Mhm.
seniors and their families.
Speaking of families,
Yes.
what role do individuals and families play in Singapore's approach to aged care?
Right.
I know they place a strong emphasis on family values,
They do.
and they recognize the importance of family support in the lives of seniors.
Yeah.
They've implemented policies and programs
Aren't they?
to encourage family involvement in caregiving, and they provide resources and support to help families navigate the challenges of caring for aging loved ones.
It's a lot.
It is, however.
Yeah.
They also acknowledge that not all families have the capacity
Right.
to provide the level of care that some seniors may need, and they've created a system that offers alternatives,
Boy, what?
like respite care
Right.
and residential care options.
So it's about recognizing the realities
Yeah.
of modern family life and providing options
Right.
that meet the diverse needs
Yeah.
of families and seniors.
It's about creating a system that supports families
Yeah.
in their caregiving role,
Right.
but also recognizes that there are times
Right.
when professional help may be necessary.
Yeah. It's about striking that balance
It is.
between family responsibility and professional support.
Yeah, which can be a delicate dance.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's important to acknowledge that
Yeah.
no system is perfect.
Right.
Even with all the resources and support available,
Yeah.
there will always be
Yeah.
challenges and limitations.
Right.
Singapore faces its own set of issues,
Like what?
like workforce shortages in the healthcare sector, rising costs of care, and the need to constantly adapt
Yeah.
to the evolving needs of its aging population.
It's a good reminder that there's always room for improvement.
There is.
Even in the most advanced systems, it's about constantly striving to
Yes.
find better solutions
Mm-hmm.
and address emerging challenges.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that
Yeah.
aged care is not just about
Yeah.
systems and infrastructure.
Right.
At its core, it's about
Yeah.
human connection,
Yeah.
empathy, and compassion.
It's about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth
It is.
of every individual,
Yes.
regardless of their
Yeah.
age or abilities.
It's about treating our seniors
Yeah.
with the same respect and kindness
Right.
that we would want for ourselves.
It's about listening to their stories,
Yes.
valuing their experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and creating a world
Uh-huh.
where they feel
Yes.
loved, supported, and empowered.
Beautifully said.
So how do we translate these lofty ideals
Yeah.
into concrete actions?
Right.
What can we do as
Yeah.
individuals and communities
Mhm.
to create a more age-friendly world?
Well, one of the most important things we can do is shift our mindset.
Okay.
We need to move away from viewing aging as like a decline
Right.
and embrace it as a natural part of life.
Right. A time for
Yeah.
continued growth, connection, and contribution.
It's about celebrating the wisdom and experience that seniors bring to our communities.
And it's about creating opportunities for
Yeah.
seniors to remain active and engaged in their communities.
That could involve volunteering, mentoring younger generations, or simply participating in social activities and events.
It's about creating a society where seniors feel valued
Yes.
and included, not
Right.
sidelined or forgotten.
And it's about recognizing that we all have a role to play in creating a more age-friendly world.
So what are some practical steps that people can take to make their own communities more age-friendly?
Well, one simple but powerful thing you can do is
Yeah.
check in on your elderly neighbors.
Okay.
Offer to help with errands,
Mm-hmm.
provide transportation to appointments,
Right.
or simply spend some time chatting with them.
Right.
Loneliness and social isolation are major problems for many seniors,
Yeah.
and a little bit of kindness can go a long way.
It's about fostering those connections
It is.
and reminding seniors that they're not alone.
Exactly. And if you're looking for more structured ways to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
there are countless organizations out there that work to support seniors in various ways.
Right.
You could volunteer at a local senior center,
Okay.
donate to a charity that provides, meals or transportation services for seniors, or even advocate for policies that promote the well-being of older adults.
It's about finding ways to contribute
It is.
that align with your skills, interests, and passions. I know we've been focusing on the broader, societal level,
Right.
but I kind of want to bring it back to the individual listener.
Yeah.
What does all of this mean for you
That's a great question.
personally?
I think one of the most important takeaways is the importance of planning ahead.
Okay.
Don't wait until a crisis hits to start thinking about your own aging journey or the needs of your loved ones.
It's like creating a roadmap
It is.
for the future,
Exactly.
anticipating potential challenges,
Yeah.
exploring options before they become urgent.
Right?
Start by having those conversations
Yeah.
with your family members
Uh-huh.
about their preferences for care as they age.
What are their financial resources?
Right.
Are there any legal documents that need to be put in place?
It's about being proactive
It is.
and having those sometimes difficult conversations
Yes.
early on
Uh-huh.
while everyone is still healthy and able to participate in the decision-making process.
And it's not just about planning for the future.
Right.
It's also about living in the present moment
Yeah.
and appreciating the time we have with our loved ones.
So true.
Take the time to listen to their stories,
Mhm.
learn from their experiences,
Yeah.
and cherish the moments you share together.
It's about making the most of every stage of life
It is.
and recognizing the beauty and the wisdom that comes with aging.
Now, I want to kind of shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about one specific aspect of aging that often gets overlooked:
Okay.
the importance of purpose and meaning in later life.
Right.
We've talked about the practical aspects of care,
Yeah.
but what about the emotional and spiritual needs of seniors?
That's such an important point.
It is.
It's not enough to just provide for seniors'
Right.
physical needs.
It's not.
We need to nurture their souls.
Exactly.
Seniors need to feel
Yeah.
valued, respected,
Right.
and engaged in meaningful activities that give them a sense of purpose.
So it's about more than just keeping them busy. It's
Yeah.
about helping them find activities that align with their
Yeah.
interests and passions.
Right. They give them a reason to
Exactly.
get out of bed in the morning.
And it's not always about like grand gestures or major life changes.
Right.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference.
Yeah. Like what?
Like encouraging a senior to share their stories
Okay.
with younger generations,
Mhm.
inviting them to participate in a community project,
Right.
or simply spending time with them,
Yeah.
listening to their concerns.
Yeah.
These can have a profound impact
Mhm.
on their sense of well-being.
It's about recognizing that seniors have so much to offer
They do.
our communities.
Yeah.
Their wisdom, their experience, their
Mhm.
compassion, their unique perspective.
And it's about creating a society that values
Right.
and celebrates those contributions.
Yeah.
We need to move away from the notion that aging is like a time of decline and embrace the idea that it can be a time for
Mhm.
continued growth, learning, and engagement.
It's about creating a world where seniors feel empowered
Yes,
to live their later years with dignity, purpose, and joy.
absolutely. And that's a vision worth striving for.
It is. It's really inspiring to see a country like Singapore taking such,
Yeah.
a progressive approach to aging.
It is.
It gives me hope for the future.
Yeah. It's truly remarkable what they've accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a testament to like their foresight.
Yeah.
And their willingness to really invest in the well-being of their aging population.
It's like they're saying that
Yeah.
valuing and supporting seniors isn't just, the right thing to do,
Yeah.
but it's also like a smart investment in the future of their society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there's a lesson in there for all of us.
What's that?
When we create communities
Yeah.
that support and empower seniors,
Yeah.
we're not just benefiting them.
Right.
We're benefiting everyone.
It's like a ripple effect. It's spreading positive change throughout the entire community.
And I think that's something worth reflecting on
Yeah.
as we kind of wrap up our deep dive into Singapore's aged care system.
Okay.
We've covered a lot today,
Yeah.
from the specific services and resources available to the broader philosophical underpinnings of their approach.
Right.
But I think the key takeaway is this.
What's that?
Aging doesn't have to be something we fear or dread.
Right.
It can be a time of
Okay, yeah.
continued growth,
Mm.
purpose, and connection.
It's about changing the narrative around aging
It is.
and seeing it as a valuable chapter of life,
Yes.
not a decline.
And that's a message I hope our listeners will take to heart.
Yeah.
Whether you're just starting to think about your own aging journey
Mhm.
or you're caring for an aging loved one,
Yeah.
remember this.
Okay.
There are resources available.
Yeah.
There are people who care.
Right.
And there's hope for a future where aging is embraced and celebrated.
And I think Singapore is like a
Yeah.
shining example of what that future can look like.
It is.
They've shown us that it is possible
Yeah.
to create a society where seniors feel valued, supported,
Mhm.
empowered to live their later years
Mhm.
with dignity and purpose.
Absolutely. And while their model may not be directly replicable in other parts of the world,
Mm-hmm.
it provides kind of a blueprint for innovation
Yeah.
and a source of inspiration for us all.
So what's like one thing you'd like our listeners to take away
Yeah.
from this deep dive?
Mm-hmm.
Something they can start doing today
Yeah.
to make a difference in the lives of seniors
Okay.
in their own communities.
I think it all boils down to this.
Okay.
Treat seniors with the same respect and kindness that you would want for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to their stories, learn from their experiences,
Yeah.
and offer a helping hand whenever you can.
Right.
It doesn't have to be some grand gesture.
Right.
Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can have the biggest impact.
That's such a simple but powerful message.
It is.
It's something we can all do,
Yeah.
regardless of our age or background or circumstances.
It's about creating a culture of compassion and understanding
Yeah.
where seniors feel valued and included,
Right.
not marginalized or forgotten.
It's about recognizing that we're all in this together,
Yeah.
and we all have this responsibility
You do.
to create a world where everyone, regardless of age, can live
Yes.
a fulfilling and meaningful life.
Beautifully said. And on that note,
Yeah.
I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive.
Thank you so much for joining us on this journey
Yes.
into the heart of Singapore's aged care system.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've gained some valuable insights and inspiration
Yes.
along the way.
And remember, the conversation doesn't end here.
Right.
Continue exploring these ideas.
Yeah.
Share what you've learned with others.
Hmm.
And let's work together to create a world where aging is truly a time to thrive.
Well said. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Deep Dive.